Hello and welcome to Skullsy Talks. This is purchases of the week. Do you know what I mean? So as I say for the last two purchases of the week, look man, you don't ever have to go crazy. You don't have to buy every single premium toy. You don't have to be a lunatic about trading cards or anything like that. Stick to a budget, all right? And then find what you specifically want to fit your collection. And that's what I've done. I told a story last week of me and my wife falling out once insanely about me overspending. So we put a budget in place and things have been far easier. My budget roughly is about £20 a week. And don't get me wrong, I do occasionally order the pre-orders, or the big pre-orders, but very occasionally these days. I'm more of a trading card guy than anything else. So let's start. I have got two trading cards this week come through. I got the Johnny Manziel Containing Upper Deck rookie card from his time when he was in Texas A&M. And basically, it's a gorgeous little card. I'm actually trying to get the whole entire Texas A&M collection to pretty much of, I think, any time period really. I'm collecting any card really from these guys, and it's like majority of trading cards. It's got his stats at the back, what he did with Texas. It's got a nice little bit of a nice little read in it. Manziel took the country by storm as a redshirt freshman in 2012, becoming the first ever year player to win the college football top individual award, claiming the Davey O'Brien and Manning awards. It's a great little card. I've got about two of his cards now. I'm trying to get his Cleveland Brown ones as well. Again, I'll say this. I really enjoyed his documentary. Really enjoyed the documentary. I think it shed a lot of light on the American football college system, and I also think it shed a lot of light on mental health in a lot of ways as well. But yeah, that was my first purchase of the week. I believe I got this for £5. Well, some might think that's expensive for a trading card, which is pretty much average currently. The second card is another Texas card, and it is Ty Colson. This card was a bit of a FOMO buy, to be fair, because I noticed it was signed. I noticed it was for £4.50. And it is basically a card from an American football running back. It's a Leaf trading card, so it's not Upper Deck or Toffs or anything like any of them cards or anything like that. It is a Leaf trading card, and basically it's got his stats in the back. We'll have a look at the card in a minute. Carlson is a 6'1", 240-pound running back. He's from Texas. He's proved how effective he was at Texas A&M, the Aggies. And his senior year, in 2015, he did 408 carries and 1,996 yards and 18 touchdowns. He also played in the NFL. I've got my thing here. He played for 2 years at Cincinnati Bengals, Green Bay Packers, and Detroit Lions. I believe that's probably a lower tier team, but it's a canny little card. It's quite interesting what he's on here, because it's quite interesting in the sense I already miss the College Station. Okay, nice little signature, nice little card, nice little case. So that's about £8. Now this purchase is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle purchase. I'm going to say this first. I've said this on Facebook. I've said this on Twitter. If we are going to be honest about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies now, my perspective, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies, there is only 5 of them. Fuck the reboots, mind my French, they are awful. There is only 5 of them. We are talking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1990. We are talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem #2, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles vs. Batman #3, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 91, then Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 93. I think they're the only movies that are worth watching. The reboots are absolutely horrific. So I have added another mutant to my Teenage Mutant Ninja Mayhem collection. This isn't him, but these are my other two. I'm going to have to do it slow and steady because I don't have the money daily to buy them all. I'd love to have bought them all in one go. Rocksteady and Bebop. And we will open this one. And we're going to talk about the movie a little bit here as well. So this one is Superfly the Fly Guy. Superfly the Fly Guy. Now let's talk about this movie first of all. Me and my son did like a 2-second review on this. But this movie is probably the best animated movie I have ever seen. And I'm saying that, ever seen. Okay? The only other movies that come close to it Into the Spider-Verse movies. But this was very similar in its sense of how it was animated, how it was created, how it was directed. Okay? But I believe this story was more powerful. It was a story about people, or turtles, mutants, that weren't accepted in society and were seen as freaks and were treated like crap by human beings. Okay? This was a film about teenage acceptance. April O'Neil, man. The Turtles, teenage acceptance. This was a movie about a father that was scared of the outside world for his children. Okay? And it ended happy, I'm not going to lie. It ended awesome, I'm not going to lie. But one of the most important things of the whole entire movie, it had a lot of story. And I really, really loved it. I really, really loved it in the sense of, well, I go to the cinema these days and normally fall asleep. Okay, but I didn't fall asleep. I watched every single minute of it. My son watched every single minute of it. We loved it. We were passionate for it. Superfly's character, man, he was the big bad guy. I love this movie as well because there was no Shredder. It was a bonus because there was no Shredder. Superfly was the big bad guy. His dad was a human being. He was a guy that was playing with genetics and mutations and actually made him a mutant fundamentally. Okay, and his dad was killed, and it was a story of a pissed off mutant. And it feels a lot of other stories in the sense of, you look at Magneto and stuff like that, the mutants versus people. But it was great. Absolutely great. Superfly's character was beautifully awesome. He was sort of like a 90s sort of like street guy. How he spoke and stuff like that. Absolutely great movie. Super excited to eventually fulfill this collection, because I'm looking at the back. I've got to get a Leatherhead, a Splinter, Michelangelo, Donatello, Raphael and a Leonardo. I will get all of them, don't worry. Okay. Oh yeah, and I want the van eventually as well. And the good thing about it is they're only about 10 quid a figure, so it's very possible to do all of this easy. But I will say what my favourite scene was. My favourite scene was Master Splinter, Jackie Chan. He had some cracking lines in the whole entire thing. But the best scene was when he fought a bunch of bodyguards. And the movement in the animation looked like you're in a Jackie Chan film. It looked like the Police movie. It looked like Rush Hour 1, 2, 3, Shanghai Nights or whatever. It was actually made for him in that sense. But yeah, these are the purchases of the week, guys, this week. And I've got a lot on this week. I've got a lot of shows on this week. So please, please, please like, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'll go through what I'm doing tomorrow. I will be reviewing the Impact Wrestling pay-per-view. Okay. I will be reviewing... I won't be reviewing. On Tuesday, I believe Tuesday's the day off. Tuesday's the day off. Wednesday, me and Robin will be talking about Mickey Christmas. His choice, not mine. On Thursday, on Thursday, me and John will be talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, the review that we've been doing over the summer of the movies. 1993, that's the one. On Friday, the Impact Wrestling review as normal. Saturday, I will be going through my predictions for AEW All In and talking about how I'll be traveling there and stuff like that. So yeah, that's my week. It's crazy. The week after, there will be various vlogs. There will be another Impact pay-per-view sort of like an Impact pay-per-view sort of review as well. Emergence. So yeah, look, I've got a kick-ass week. I'm going to see you every single day this week, people. Love ya. Skullsy out.